And hello there, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Franchise Hockey Manager 6. I'm Big Paulie coming to you. The Hartford Whalers is our team in this Brass Bonanza series. We're at 53 points. We're now nearing the end of January, 24, 14, and 5. Montreal is our opponent tonight. 30 wins, 10 losses, 7 draws, or 7 ties. And Hartford still in good playoff shape. I was looking up their record on Wikipedia for this 79-80 season, and they won 27 games overall. And right now we are at 24, and we still have 3 months to play. We'll go over the games they have played. Since we last left you with that 3-3 tie in Los Angeles, they went to Colorado, won 4-3, lost to Washington and to Buffalo. Buffalo has really surged upwards in the standings, then lost in a blowout to Philadelphia 7-2, came back and beat Philadelphia in Springfield 5-2. And they ended up 1979 with a 5-4 loss to the St. Louis Blues at the Checker Dome. Then they went to Edmonton, beat them 1-0. How they kept Edmonton off the board with that kid named Gretzky, I don't know. Then a 4-4 tie with Washington. They beat lowly Detroit 5-1. The Rangers beat us 4-1. A tie with the Minnesota North Stars at 2-2. Then we lost to Detroit 4-2. Then we beat Pittsburgh 4-2, Chicago 6-1, Winnipeg 3-1, and now it's a game with the Montreal Canadiens, who are in first place in the conference. We'll set up our lines, and we will drop the puck. Dennis Herron is the goalie for Montreal, an .897 save percentage. Garrett in goal for Hartford with .904. Mark Howe, who was injured during the off time where we weren't playing, in the month and change between the games that I'm featuring here, is back. He has 11 goals and 31 assists, 42 points, a plus minus of 5. Guy Lafleur is the star player for Montreal, 37 goals, 45 assists, 82 points, and a plus minus of 28. So we are tied for the sixth best record in the NHL. The best 16 teams make the playoffs. I don't know if Franchise Hockey Manager, FHM 6, I'll get it right one of these days, follows the playoff formula that the NHL used in this season, where the 4 division winners and the next 12 best teams make the playoffs, but a division winning team does not guarantee the first 4 seeds. I think I was looking up the Stanley Cup playoffs of 79 and 80, and one of the teams that won the division got a 7 seed, which I kind of like, actually. They played a best 3 out of 5 first round, and then the quarterfinal, semifinal, and final rounds were all 4 out of 7. Montreal with 206 goals to our 174, first and fourth overall. Montreal is first in power play goals with 48. We have 45. Shorthanded goals, Montreal has 5, and we have yet to have a shorthanded goal all season. Hartford has won 3 in a row. Montreal lost their last game. Doug Jarvis needs 1 more goal to get to 50. Guy Lafleur needs 2 points to get to 900. And a whole bunch of other stuff going on. We'll drop the puck and get this game underway. Game is in Springfield. Or would it be in Hartford by now? Because I think in real life, the Hartford Civic Center would have reopened by now. Al Sims called for holding at 1:11 of the first period. Very early in the game so far. And another penalty. Rick Lee gets called for a hooking. And 1:59, so it's 5-on-3 for the Canadiens, and that could spell trouble. They kill 1 power play. Could they kill the other? Yes, Hartford gets out of it. 5-on-3 is now back to full strength 5-on-5. So Montreal with a 5-on-3, and they can't convert to even score once. It's got to be a moral victory for the Whalers. And we're nearing the midway point of the first period. I like to play these games fast, and if Hartford makes the playoffs, which kind of looks like a possibility, we will play like 2 or 3 games in a row. A shot and a goal! That is Blaine Staunton with an assist from Rogers and Douglas, and that came at 10:29 in the first period, and Hartford gets that first goal. Steve Shutt gets called for eye sticking. That's Shutt, S-H-U-T-T. Don't get any dirty-minded ideas there, folks. 9:14 left opening period. Hartford with a little bit of a shot advantage at this point, 6-4. Four minutes left in the period. I don't think Franchise Hockey Manager has all-star games set up, but if they do, we will carry it. But if not, we will just do a normal game of the week. This is the end of the first period. Shots are 8-7 Hartford, and they lead 1-0. We'll start the second. Not a lot going on right now. Only 18 shots and a penalty. That's going to be on Sims for Hartford. Interference, a 2-minute minor, which will give Montreal a power play and a chance to tie the game up. Looks like Montreal has a scoring chance. Hartford gets it. But it's Garrett who gives up the goal from Pierre LaRouche. Guy Lafleur picks up point number 899, and Steve Shutt also with an assist. 14:52 left in the second period, and it's 1 goal each. Guy Lafleur needing 1 more point for 900. And now Hartford with a scoring chance, it would appear. Sure, they would love to get a win here against the Canadians, and a goal. Sims with an assist from Neufeld. At 9:04 into the second period, it's now 2-1 Hartford. 15 shots for Hartford, 11 for Montreal so far total. Can Montreal quickly answer? They can. LaRouche with his second goal. Larry Robinson on the assist. 2-2. 9:46 left when that goal was scored in the second. So a back and forth game, and you would expect that between these two teams. Now Montreal with another scoring chance. Of course, in real life in 1980, it was the Flyers and the Islanders who made the Stanley Cup Finals. And but Philadelphia lost in 6 games to the Islanders. And there's your goal. Blaine Staunton. Rogers and Douglas on the assists, and it's 3-2. Very even game so far. This one keeps going back and forth, and they get Howell, Regine Howell, or Howley, for a hooking. Try that in Las Vegas sometime, buddy. And it's now a power play for Hartford, which already ends. Andre Lacroix gets called for interference, and now Montreal with a 1-man advantage, 5-on-4, with 2 minutes left. in the period and a little less in the penalty. And did Hartford score again, or did Montreal tie it? Montreal tied it. And Guy Lafleur just picked up his 900th point, getting the assist on the goal from Steve Shutt. Pierre LaRouche also with an assist, and it's 3-3. $1:28 left in the second period. 21-17 on shots, Hartford. Now 21-18, 22-18, and that is the end of the second period. Dead even, 3-3. Drop the puck, and let's start the third. A lot of threes on the board. Tripping, Doug Jarvis, Montreal, so Hartford with the 2-minute power play. Less should they score a goal. Mike Rogers called for interference, which puts the teams at even strength for the next minute 14, and then a 46-second power play for Montreal. Dave DeBall of Hartford goes off for roughing, and now Hartford 3-on-5. Can they kill off the 2-man advantage by Montreal? Yes, they can. That's the second time tonight they've done that. Antonovich of Hartford called for hooking. Both teams very tense at this moment. And now Hartford with the scoring chance, or so we think. No! It's Lapointe, Guy Lapointe. And it's 4-3 Montreal. LaRouche and Shutt on the assists. 7:30 into the third period was that goal. Back and forth we go. Love to see these two teams play at best of 7. I don't know about you. 8 minutes to go. And Engblom, nice last name, called for hooking, and Hartford goes on the power play with 7:50 to go. Six minutes to go. And Montreal kills off that power play. It's almost dead even on shots, 27 all. 3.5 to go in the game. Can Hartford pull this out? Instead, Montreal might just put the icing on the cake here. Hartford with it, Montreal with it back. Late in the game, could be the last chance for Hartford to tie it and get a point here. Score! Heron gives up the goal by Mike Rogers, number 71. Douglas and Hangslaven, and it's 4-all. With 2 minutes to go, it would be a moral victory for Hartford to get at least a point out of this. And they do, a 4-4 tie. So this is the second game in a row I have done. Hartford won the first game back on December 1st, 5-1, going away. Lafleur, 2 points. And he got a game rating of 90, and Rogers picked up 3 points, a goal and 2 assists. And that's how it ends, a tie, 3-3. 4-4, I'm sorry. I'm saying 3-3, 4. We'll look at the standings after that one. See what else happened in the NHL of note as of late. There you see it. The tie keeps Hartford 14 points behind Montreal with 54 to Montreal's 68. But Hartford has played 4 less games, so they have, I believe the term is 4 games in hand. Buffalo with 77 points. They are leading the National Hockey League right now. They are 19-1-4 at home. In other words, they've only lost 1 game. The hot team right now is the New York Islanders, who are 31-10-4 with 66 points. They're leading the Patrick Division. And that was your final today, a 4-4 tie between Hartford and Montreal. We'll be back and do a February game, if not the All-Star game. I don't think I'll be able to do the All-Star game on Franchise Hockey Manager the way this is set up, but if I can do it, we'll do it. If not, we'll just pick out a game for Hartford to represent February and get you up to speed next week on the comings and goings of the 79-80 Hartford Whalers. Until then, da 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 da. Good night, everybody.